everybody, this is Tammy from Winky World Adventures. I'm outside today since it's such a nice day. I thought I would come out here and sit and talk to you. And if you're new to our channel has kind of evolved as we've gone. Right now we are doing a series of vlogs talking about downsizing and decluttering because we are getting ready to move to Florida at the end of this month, end of September. And we're going to be doing it by taking our little travel trailer, a 30-foot Jayco J-Flight, and taking just the essentials of what we really need and going down to Florida. And we have found something down there. It's going to be our home base, which we will be revealing when we get down there. It's not a house. So stay tuned to find out what that's all about and the adventures we're going to have once we get there as well. It should be fun. So I've been working, downsizing, listing things on Facebook Marketplace. And you know, I had someone ask a question in the comments and I thought, wow, that's a really good question. She was asking, is it hard to get rid of some of the things that you've kind of become attached to or, you know, that mean a lot to you over time? And I wanted to answer that today a little bit. Yes, it is hard. And you know, you can easily get emotionally attached to things, right? Especially something maybe that meant something to you at a certain point in time or was of sentimental value. So I have 5 hints today in terms of how to help with that as you go forward, because it's not easy. And it's a process. That's number one. It's just remember that it is a process. It's not something, hopefully, that you can do overnight. Sometimes it may take a while to be able to accept that you need to get rid of something. It can be kind of a grieving process almost. So go slow. You know, I have things just the other day in storage. I'm kind of a pack rat, I'll be honest with you, and I get really emotionally attached to things. I found the shirt from 1994 that I met Ron in, and I still had it in a box, along with the dress that I wore for our wedding reception. That, gee, you know, they just meant so much to me. Honestly, I'm never going to wear them again. And honestly, I don't think about them unless I happen to be looking through these boxes and see them, and then it brings back the memory. Or if I see them in a picture from time to time, photograph. But, you know, in reality, I'm never going to wear them again. In fact, the dress had been kind of eaten. It looked like maybe some moths got to it, or almost a little bit of a section was kind of moldy, so it was gross. So it was time to let them go, and I was able to throw them away. And it helps, I think, to know that I do have photographs of them, and I can look back at those when I miss them or want to remember that memory. So having photographs of things can help. And that's one thing I do recommend that's kind of the second hint, is to take pictures of things. You know, I also had a vase that my great aunt gave me for our wedding, and it had actually been knocked over at some point in time. I think one of the cats got it, or one of the kids, and had a crack in it. So nobody could see it. Ron super glued it, and I knew it was there, but no one else did. But it was just the idea that she gave it to me. So it was hard to part with. So what did I do? I took a picture of it, and I'm going to keep the picture, and I was able then to dispose of it. So anytime I want to remember that or look back, I can see the picture. So taking pictures of things helps. Another hint is just to wait till you're in the mood. You know, there's days where you're maybe feeling more sentimental and it's harder to even think about parting with something. So when you find yourself kind of getting in the mood, kind of in the mode where, okay, I'm going to do this today, those are the days to kind of say, okay, I'm going to attack that box or those things that I'm really attached to, or maybe listing something on Facebook Marketplace or taking it to Goodwill that you know you need to part with. Wait till those days when you're in the mood. So that's another one. Another way that's helped me, and this would be the 4th hint, is just to reframe your way of thinking. So if you're really attached to maybe a piece of furniture, or it's something like, we're giving away some tennis rackets, for instance, to Goodwill, which I haven't played tennis in a few years, but you know, there's always that chance I might want to play again, right? So, and that's another thing, you know, I have grown up with the philosophy that if there might be a use for it in the future, you should probably hold on to it, right? Or, gee, I might use it again someday, or this has still use in it. So wanting to hold on to those things can be hard. But I reframe it by saying, okay, yeah, but I had a lot of good years with this item. I really don't use it anymore. When is the last time I used it? Okay, it's been a few years, right? And then thinking, okay, this is the reframe part. I'm going to be gifting this to somebody else who can use it and might, you know, be able to really appreciate it and use it right now. And so just remembering that and focusing on that, I guess, is helpful, to know that you're gifting it to someone else. You're being generous by giving it away or selling it for a certain amount of money. Someone else is going to get the gift of using that now. So God gifted that to you for a certain time period, and now you're giving it to someone else. That can kind of help. And then the last thing, the fifth thing I think that really helps in terms of tips, is that you know how free you feel when it's done. You know, I did get rid of those things the other day. It was hard, but now I'm feeling really free. Those boxes are gone out of our storage. You know, the tennis rackets are gone to the Goodwill, and I don't have to think about them anymore. It takes a lot of mental energy just to remember where things are, what box, you know, it's like, it takes our energy, it sucks the energy out of us, right? So it makes you more free if you can get rid of these things. And because of that, then it brings more joy and peace into your life, right? So those are my 5 hints today for just starting the decluttering process on things that do mean a lot to you. And it is a process. Like I said, go slow, give yourself time, and take breaks. You might want to, you know, get rid of a couple things and come back if you do have the time, in a couple weeks or a month or a year, to kind of, you know, get used to the idea of parting with things. If that's the time that it takes you, that's okay. So give yourself permission to take time, because it is almost like a grieving process of letting go. Okay, so I hope you're all having a great day. Write in the comments, is there anything in particular that you have had to declutter or get rid of that has been really difficult for you? And were you able to do it yet? Or what are you struggling with in terms of parting with something that you know you need to get rid of? Okay, take care. I'll talk to you soon.